Adam has arrived.
Hey, Maurice and Odie gonna take over like Zach and Cody. Black and Snurdy is the best podcast. Gonna boom like Wile E. Coyote. Gonna meet magic, they move like they hairy. Ain't talking about mental health, no, it's not scary. You know that she coming up with the astrology. Mo got a comic and that's the best policy. Maurice the goat, talking about animation cause you know. Odie, she moving wavy like the boat. Watching some movies and she taking notes. Yeah, kick back, listen. Black and Snurdy have risen. Upload on a mission. 5 stars, never dissing. Black and Snurdy, ooh. Black and Snurdy, yeah. Black and Snurdy.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Black and Snurdy podcast, the only podcast where two sexy black nerds get together and shoot the shit. I, of course, am Mo, aka Kid Licorish.
And I'm Odie.
And together we are the aforementioned Snurds here on episode 118 of the Black and Snurdy podcast. Odie, how are you doing today?
I am doing great.
That's good to hear.
I am sun-kissed,
Mhm.
if you can't tell, because we were on the beach today.
We were on the beach today.
And then we had a lovely dinner with our friend Josie. Shout out to you. We went to, hold on, let me find the name.
It's Red Crab.
I don't even need to find the name because it's right here. Red Crab Juicy Seafood, which I will say.
And by the way, that description is accurate.
Very accurate.
The lobsters, the crab, like we had basically a crab bag on a platter, right?
Yeah. Now I will say I loved it. It was delicious. But I don't like Dungeness crab. Not that I don't like it.
Is it too small?
It's too small.
Yeah, it's too small.
I prefer a snow crab.
Yeah.
Like because it's all of the like I felt like yes when you're cracking the main part
Mhm.
you get some meat.
That's why
But
you
when
have to use the claw,
Yeah.
break off the claw, and just fish around for
Yeah,
meat,
but I
for
didn't-
strings of meat.
I didn't like that. But I like the flavor delicious.
Mhm.
But I prefer a snow crab. Unless it's a Dungeness crab that's huge.
Yes.
I would prefer a snow crab. Now, compared to Baltimore crabs?
Not even close.
No, not close.
Not even comparable.
Okay.
Like, get the. Is this it?
Miss me with that bullshit.
All right, just making sure. Yes, absolutely miss me with that bullshit. If you're gonna compare New York crabs to Baltimore crabs, like
we didn't have to say. I didn't say New York to Baltimore. I meant those Dungeness crabs.
those Dungeness crabs are New York crabs. That's you got a smattering of what New York has to offer in the crab department, and honestly, it leaves a lot to be desired. You're the one who came in here being like, "Oh, everything was great except for the crabs." You're absolutely right. Everything is great except for the crabs.
think
You know
when
why?
we
Because
were-
they're not crabs from the Chesapeake Bay, known as Baltimore.
When we were in Baltimore,
Mhm.
I felt like the crabs we were having were similar to the crabs size-wise.
You shut your mouth.
Size-wise.
Size-wise? Fuck you! How dare you? We had large female crabs, and you know what? We don't have time to get into this, but
Say what you wanna say.
I will say.
Say what you need to say.
Say what I need. Ooh, what you say? You know me that well.
I know you get very touchy when
what
it
you
comes to
say?
Baltimore food.
Yes.
But I think that Baltimore crabs, they were delicious. I just think I don't like that Dungeness crab, regardless of where I'm getting it from.
Mhm.
I would prefer to have a snow crab. Now, does Baltimore have snow crabs?
No.
Okay.
Why?
so
No. Why would we need?
I
snow crab?
don't know. I'm just asking.
I mean, if you go to like a Red Lobster or
You have to go to like a chain, but
Yeah.
a normal.
but Baltimore is not
crab.
known. Chesapeake Bay is not known to
So
have
are blue-
snow crabs as inhabitants.
Are blue crabs different than a Dungeness crab?
Size.
I'm gonna look it up. No, I believe you. I'm just looking up the difference.
Okay.
Because I loved the flavor, the buttery sauce of all the things.
There you go, Maryland blue crab.
Can you get out of my
The first result that comes up on her computer, her brand new computer, by the way,
It is lovely.
It is.
Look how cute it is. And I got a lovely I don't know if you can see it. It says Howard Pride because it's a queer flag.
Mhm.
And then I have a cute little it's a purple case, and then I have a little purple keyboard cover.
Meanwhile, my laptop is beat to shit. And it's gonna stay that way.
But it says blue crabs are typically found in the Mid-Atlantic and Gulf of Mexico, with the most coveted ones coming from the Chesapeake Bay. They are smaller in size compared to Dungeness crabs.
Excuse me?
With a size range of 4.5 to 10 inches. On the other hand, Dungeness crabs are found in Pacific waters from Alaska to California, with a larger fan-shaped crab that can grow up to 10 inches across. Blue crabs are known for their sweet and tender meat, while Dungeness crabs have a sweet, delicate, and nutty, briny flavor.
That can't be right.
You're the one who wanted to talk about that was the first one. And I'm looking at the picture of the two of them. And
Doesn't that blue crab look a lot bigger than the fucking Dungeness crab?
I think that for the blue crab, what's bigger are the claws, because that was the part that I didn't like having to eat, was the claws for the Dungeness crab, because I felt like I was getting no meat.
Yeah.
It's like that's the part I wasn't really loving. But I will say, just in general, I liked the crabs I definitely like the crabs in Baltimore. But I think that I just prefer a snow crab because it's like the legs are longer, it's easier to get the meat out.
Mm-hmm.
And the meat, it's bigger. It's like you can just kind of pull it out with the Dungeness and with the snow crab or the blue crab. When you crack open the claw and you try to take the meat out, it kind of falls apart because it's delicate. You
just don't know how to crack a claw, crack a crab. Okay, you notice they gave us those fucking nutcrackers.
Yeah, you
fuck out of here. You use your teeth like a real person, like a real human fucking being from Baltimore.
But I'm not.
You
from
use your
Baltimore.
fucking teeth, and I personally won't judge you for this.
Mm-hmm.
I will accept a mallet to smash.
Why don't we have mallet? I need a mallet.
Yeah, I will accept a mallet.
But I will say,
a wooden mallet.
The thing about a mallet that I would be concerned about is getting the little shards of the claw.
You can easily pick that out if the meat is fucking tender the way that it's supposed to be and not stringy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But that's.
But I mean, outside of that, the lobster, delicious.
The shrimp was delicious.
Oh, the shrimp.
The mussels.
We only had 2 mussels we couldn't eat.
The sausage.
Delicious. The corn, the potatoes, and honestly,
I didn't get a chance to take the corn because I was full by the time. When I think about that crab bag that we had compared to, where's that place we order from sometimes? Is it Mother's Seafood that has the crab bag? I think so. Or Claw Daddy's.
No, Claw Daddy's is the place we go there to eat.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But I would say definitely the seasoning and the amount of buttery sauce they gave us leaps and bounds from any place that we have had so far. Even actually, I will say, Claw Daddy's, the restaurant, I don't really love there. I feel like the sauce needs. I will say I don't really love Claw Daddy's sauce. I feel like it's not enough. They don't give us enough.
Well, that's why you need to get yourself up on some Maryland game and get my mom's special sauce that she makes for crabs.
I mean, I would love that. I would love you to show me that. I want to know.
I don't know how to make it. My mom knows.
No, that's what I mean. Like, I would love her to show me that so I can make it, because that's what I want. That's what I was saying at dinner. I want to make my own crab boils and seafood boils myself for us, because I feel like, one, it would be cheaper because we like to eat them so much.
Yeah.
And I know that, like, you have to you cook them at different times. Each thing's a whole different thing. But I want the sauce.
It's a nice pink sauce.
The sauce to me is the most important part of a seafood boil.
Yeah,
because you can
like the buttery sauce that was in the
buttery sauce was delicious.
Yes, it was.
The only thing that I
was sucking my and I used gloves today. Yeah. Normally I wouldn't use gloves, but today I did.
The only thing that I was missing was the garlic noodles.
Yeah.
I like the garlic. I like to have the garlic noodles because this is the thing.
I feel like that's a upstate thing. That's a New York
this is the
thing.
thing. I found out that
noodles and seafood,
because
I've tried it before. It does taste good.
A lot of the seafood boil
not my go-to.
places in where we are and probably across the states besides Baltimore maybe are owned by like Vietnamese seafood boils are very popular because when the Vietnamese they came to New Orleans, and New Orleans obviously is big for seafood, crawfish, etc., seafood boils, and the introduction of the garlic noodles I believe is from there. But most of the places like Vietnamese, Korean owned, Chinese owned, and the garlic noodles to me is a perfect addition to the meal because it soaks up the flavor of all of the sauce. Because who doesn't love butter noodles? Like that's butter noodles, like a garlic noodle in butter is the most simple dish. It tastes delicious, but when you have it soaked in all the seafood juices, only thing I wish we would have ordered was garlic noodles to be in there to just eat after, because I just feel like it just adds something to it. You do get really full, but it's like something to have later and just it's perfect.
And that was Odie's Food Corner. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Sorry, I hit the wrong one. I didn't mean to hit that
I don't
one.
believe you.
I didn't mean.
I don't believe you.
I didn't mean to. I wanted to hit the fucking instrumental. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway. So we got to get back on track. Do you want to do pop topics?
Pop topics, yes.
When you want a hot meal without a big deal, what are you gonna pick?
Pop topics. All right. Now, this is going to be a very, not very, but a specific episode of the podcast because we're talking about D23.
Yes. Now, I personally, I did not know that it was called D23. Is D23 the name? It's the Disney Entertainment Showcase.
Basically,
but D23 is that like, what is that one with the games? E3?
E3?
Yeah, is that the name for the one with the games?
Yeah.
Is D23 what it's always called?
It's been that way for the last few years.
Okay, so it's not
because
like
D23 is relatively new.
Okay. So the Disney Entertainment Showcase happened this weekend, and they were showing what like they usually do. They show trailers and or stills from various
upcoming projects. And of course, because Disney owns everything, there's a litany of projects.
Yeah, there was
from
about what was
Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars.
So I think there were about 25 new ones altogether. But we're gonna talk about maybe 10 or so of them.
It's content.
So the first one, Moana. So now, just so you know, because Disney will try to like take down our podcast if we show you the video.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna watch the video in real time. I will say majority of these we have not watched them.
Yeah,
so this will be our first time watching it.
This is. Hold on.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to point to the poster. This is the poster for Moana 2 for those who are watching the podcast. So we're going to watch the
trailer and see what it looks like, and we're going to give our reactions in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is the Moana trailer. Do I have my sound on? Okay. But is the sound on the trailer? What's going on?
All right. Yeah, and you're not even going to be able to hear it on the podcast itself, audio or video.
Because we can't get fined.
Yeah. I'm
just
not trying
so we don't get fined.
I already am po. I'm a po boy.
No, you're not.
And I don't need to be taken to the cleaners.
Why is
good?
Oh, well, the pig is back.
Looks like the pig is gonna get a bigger role.
They're back on. So I think this is supposed to be her little sister.
Mm-hmm. Who looks adorable, by the way.
Yeah, she does.
I will give Pixar this. I mean, not Pixar. This is Disney. Disney's Moana.
Yeah.
I will give Disney this. They know how to make adorable children.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Adorable children and fat ass mamas.
Yeah. With thick feet
Thick
that
feet,
you
thick
can just bite their
thighs.
toes, eat their little
Oh, the
edible
babies,
toes.
yes. The
Yeah.
babies are always thick feet.
Yeah.
Oh,
what
it's
was
a
what was the name of the baby today? Leighton?
Logan.
Logan, yeah. I wanted to eat his little toes.
Yeah, his toes are so cute.
Yeah.
So I can't.
Oh,
They're saying there's another curse that needs to be broken. This is a theme of the last
there's
movie.
always some fucking Pixar. I mean, not Pixar, Disney. You gotta find something other than curses that need to be broken.
Yeah. Well, what's his name? What was The Rock's character?
Maui.
Maui's back.
Maui.
I just feel like we already broke a curse last time. Why do we need to break another curse?
Well, you know, there's just in the Disney universe, everything has curses. Everything is a curse. How much you want to bet that Frozen 3 has a fucking curse?
Her grandmother is back.
Okay, well, she's a spirit.
But her spirit of her grandmother is back.
Oh, looks like these coconuts are back. The coconuts who shoot darts and shit.
Yeah. Oh, and the chicken.
Yeah. Hiei. I think that's the name of the chicken. Hiei.
Listen, I'm gonna watch this.
I'm gonna go see
for sure.
Moana
It looks
2.
cute.
Yeah.
I just am curious about like how many curses.
I will say this:
possibly
it
have.
looks better than that Wish movie. Have you seen the Wish movie?
No, but I want to watch it.
Ugh.
I do want to watch it only because like it's supposed to be a black girl or Afro descendant, and I think that I just want to support.
Okay.
That to me is the most. It's just supporting. Whether the amount of bullshit white movies with white characters we have had to see throughout the years, I'm never going to buck at the fact that we might have a subpar movie with a black or brown or Asian.
Then don't go at Tyler Perry so hard as you do.
That's not the same thing.
Yeah,
that's not the same
because his quality is subpar. Next, what else has D23 unveiled?
Avatar 3.
Fire and Ash. Oh my god, there's gonna be a bunch of like blue fire aliens. Do you think?
Oh wait,
they're gonna say bro a lot too?
Oh, you know what?
What? I don't think there's a trailer. I think that's just like what they announced.
Okay. So honestly,
fucking flies
everywhere. It's annoying.
Yeah.
I honestly, when I saw this at first, I didn't realize. No, they have a trailer. I didn't realize that it was Avatar: The Aliens. I thought it was Avatar: The Last Airbender. Next one.
Oh no, that's Netflix who's doing the live action Avatar. Are you sure this is an actual trailer?
Well, it says it was uploaded 13 hours ago.
But
so let's
says
see.
KH Studios.
I don't know who that is, but it says first trailer, James Cameron. They're talking about Pandora. Okay. I mean, it looks like it could be the flying blue dragon things. It could be. So now this one, his son's dead. His eldest son is dead. And there's Zoe Saldana in her.
But now she's red? No, I think this is a fake trailer. This is a fake trailer.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's not real.
Why is she red?
Because why would she suddenly turn red after 2 fucking movies and popping out 3 children?
Who knows? Maybe when they reach a certain age, they turn red.
Do you
red.
Did you turning red? Did you remember did you ever watch Robot Chicken's sketch on Avatar?
No, I don't think so.
There's a song that they have, it's called Blue Rabbits Fucking. And it's about how they fuck with their little ponytails.
Oh my god. Robot Chicken was so ridiculous.
Their ponytail thing.
Well, the Avatar Fire and Ash is coming out December 19th, 2025. So we have something to look forward to for that.
Mm-hmm.
But we know Zoe Saldana and Sam Worthington are back.
Yes.
They said they shared the first look concept, which do you have that? Just a screen grab of the.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, see, look, I was thinking maybe they turned red because in the what is this? Whatever this is called. The first look concept is basically just as Avatar Fire and Ash, and it's a big A and like molten lava. It's red. So
I
was
didn't realize that Disney owned Avatar.
Really?
Like, no, because like I don't think they initially owned Avatar. I think they might have bought them out or something like that.
No,
or
yeah,
became a
maybe they didn't
distributor or
initially
something.
own it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I liked.
Oh, because they own Fox. Now they own Avatar. Okay, that's what it is.
All right.
I think we figured it out.
Well, I'm looking forward to watching it. I mean, we saw the last one. We didn't see it in the theaters, but we watched it here at the house.
Yeah, bro.
I'm curious to see what it's gonna be. Let's see. Is this the official trailer
For Toy Story 5?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just
this is it.
that
This
up.
is IGN.
And they have some concept art for Toy Story 5. It's gonna be the toys versus the technology.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Which honestly, like, it makes a lot of sense. Like, because do children of a certain age play? How I feel like the age of playing with action figures, like actual action figures and Barbies, is shrinking.
Well, I think it depends on the child and also their parents. Like, there are plenty of parents who are very clued in or not clued in, but like intentional about not putting their children only on like an iPad or something to do stuff.
Yeah,
which I think is great. I think that you have to, like, you can't try to like raise a child off the grid, because at the end of the day, if you're raising them to be in our society uses technology, so they should know how to use that and be able to work with it, use it in school, etc. But there's also the need of the balance, which I think our generation brings into for the generation of kids that we're having, is like, you also need to be able to like have an imagination. You can't just rely on TV, your iPad or whatever to help you with that. You have to be thinking about things yourself. Like, I love watching Kada play with his toys because he's just thinking whatever
he's almost 2.
Of course. Yes, he's almost 2, but he's like, he has such a vivid imagination, and I don't want that to be taken away by
or
just like,
replaced with a iPad,
because you need to be the same way. There are plenty of people that are like, oh, I'm just gonna use ChatGPT for everything. Like, use your imagination, write a story, write something using your brain, because your brain is the biggest and best ChatGPT that's gonna have. Like, you might not have it be it's not gonna be as concise or whatever, but even ChatGPT is not even concise. Like, even whenever you use technology, there's glitches and things, so you should be able to use both. And now, are you ready to watch the trailer?
Sure.
All right.
It's probably more of I think it's more of a first look than it's a trailer.
All right, well, let's see. It has the, usual little...
You've got a friend in me.
You got a friend in me, and they're picking up the little squeaky toys. I can't believe we're on Toy Story 5. Like, I literally remember watching Toy Story 2 in the theater.
I remember watching Toy Story 1 in the theater.
So that's what I meant, Toy Story 1. Yeah, because my dad... I think I saw all of them with my dad, to be honest, because he used to take us to the movies for...
Can I tell you
that was it?
Can I tell you? Yeah, that's...
Are you kidding me?
I think it was just the first look.
Are you kidding me?
It's just a teaser. Like,
that wasn't even a fucking teaser.
It's just showing, like, hey, this is coming at some point.
That was fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
Why don't I have that as a drop?
I don't know. You used to.
No, I used to have it as my ringtone.
Your ringtone, yes.
True. And then I got looks when certain people would text me.
Not by me. Not by me. That's your thing for everybody.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it wasn't. Okay, it wasn't a specific. It was a catch-all for all of my text messages. Yeah. It would just go, fucking bullshit, fucking bullshit, fucking bullshit, holy shit, oh fuckers, fucking bullshit. You know what? While you pull that up, I'm gonna pull this up. because I love that song.
It is a good song.
And the anime that it comes from, we should watch. It's Carol and Tuesday.
Carol on Tuesday.
Carol and Tuesday. It's about these two girls who form a band and they perform in a contest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think I have it up.
Mermaid Sister song here.
Fucking bullshit.
Holy shit. Fuck girls.
Fucking bullshit.
Fucking bullshit.
Fucking bullshit.
Okay, we don't
All
have
right.
any time for this.
All right. Let me think. I hope
That was a quick aside, but it was worth it.
Bullshit.
Yeah, some things are bullshit.
Now,
What's
I hope
next?
The Incredibles.
The Incredibles 3.
Now, quick question before I play what hopefully this is a teaser
I don't
trailer.
think it's a
Who knows? Or
trailer.
if it's a picture, I don't know.
The Incredibles. First off, this tells me that this is not a trailer because this was the only picture that I could find
Really?
from D23.
All right.
So that tells me that what you're about to play
We're gonna
is not a trailer.
We're gonna see. But now, what did you think about Incredibles 2?
That was fine. It wasn't as good as the first one.
No, of course. But I can't remember the plot of Incredibles 2.
And also the bad guy was very easy to spot because her name was Evelyn. Evil Lynn.
Oh yes. I could not. I only watched it like maybe once or twice, but I cannot remember anything about it.
It was
Not the same way I can remember
something
the first
about
one.
getting heroes back into the mainstream and then using brainwashing technology to like make the heroes go berserk or some shit like that. I don't know. Like
Alright.
it was fine. Incredibles 2 is the Cars of the Incredibles franchise.
You know what? I was watching Cars with
With
Kada.
Kada, of course you were,
Because
they're talking cars.
He loves cars. He liked it. He was because
Of course.
it's hard to get him to like.
Of course he liked it.
He
Cars
loves cars.
resonates with children.
But I was watching it again. I've seen it a few times. I was like, you know what? I actually do like this movie.
It's fine.
Now I cannot say anything about the
Cars 2
sequels and
or
all
Cars
that,
3
but I do enjoy cars
or Planes
Oh, Planes. No, we don't even have to go
with
that.
Dane Cook.
Oh God.
Oh,
It's probably A minor. If you go look up Dane Cook and see who he's married to or engaged to at this time, he met her when she was like 16 and he was in his 30s or late 20s. So gross. But now, okay, let's get into this hopefully teaser trailer. So it's on the YouTube channel Slurp. So you could
Odie,
assume-
why do you even give this any sort of purchase?
because I like
It's on the YouTube channel Slurp.
because I like to, okay, the anger from Inside Out introduced it.
Okay, so
it's literally just the
announcement.
It's
It's the announcement that The Incredibles
Why
is
is he
getting a
looking
third
like-
movie.
What's his name? What is the new guy at
Steve
Apple?
Jobs, Tim Apple,
Tim Brown or
Tim
Tim
Cook?
Scott or
Tim Cook.
Tim Cook. Okay.
Yeah.
Tim Apple.
I wouldn't be surprised
I
if they
wouldn't
had
be
a guy named Tim
surprised.
Apple.
I wouldn't, but I'm looking forward to it. We don't know what it's gonna be, but it says it's in development with franchise veteran Brad Bird, which is like the widest name ever. But looking forward to that. Because I did like, of course, Incredibles 1 was fantastic. We can never like.
Do you ever think that people try to flip Brad?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you think they try to? You said his name is
Brad Bird.
Yeah. Do you think people try to flip him?
Shut up.
Flip the bird.
Yes. I got what you were putting down. So
Does Zootopia also have a slurp video? Ugh. I don't like the
sure
way
do.
that sentence sounded.
They sure do.
All right, let me Philip Zootopia's.
So I really like Zootopia 1. I saw that in the movie theater. I think I took my siblings. I think I took Oni and Uchechi to see that. And
All right.
Amara. I think it was all of them.
This is the artwork for the announcement
So
of
let's see
Zootopia
what
2.
Slurp has for us. Okay, we're seeing what is
I
don't know
think this
what
is an actual scene from the
it's a
movie.
scene, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Now I don't remember where Zootopia, like the name of the Zootopia town or whatever, but
well, Zootopia is the town.
that's the town. Okay,
That's the name of the town, right?
okay. There's a hippo getting a tattoo. Oh, that's the bunny and her boyfriend, the fox.
Well, they're not together. They're partners. They're cops.
They felt very together when I watched the movie.
Odie,
At the end.
Odie, you and your furry fetish.
I
You
do
want to
not-
see this fox
I
rail
do
this
not
rabbit
have
so
a
hard.
Furry fetish.
Yes, you do. You have to
Please
like,
do
oh, that's her
not put-
boyfriend. That's like, come on now. They
I
were.
hope the sloths are back here. The thing I liked about Zootopia is it does take it does show our various stereotypes
Mhm.
and brings them into obviously, a non, what is the word? Something that people can. What's the name? Who was
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman? I love Jason Bateman.
Yeah, me too.
He's a great actor.
He's a good actor and non-problematic.
Exactly. And also he's done so many. Oh, that's cute. They have like Zootopia. They have Zootopia based movies. Like
They had them in the original movie too.
they have like Deadpool and all the other ones, but like as if they were Zootopia characters.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I'm curious of what it's gonna be like.
It's gonna be a good movie. I hope
so.
I hope it's gonna be a good movie. You know, the theme of all of this is sequel.
Oh, of course.
We gotta milk all these properties. We
But-
gotta milk them and turn them into franchises. Nothing can be standalone at all.
Now one thing I am excited about is Ke-Huy Quan. Did I say his name correctly?
I think so.
Ke-Huy Quan
I think it's
from the what is it? What is that
Ke-Huy
movie?
Kwan.
What was the movie he was with a kid?
Everything Everywhere All at
No,
Once.
yes, but what is the one where he was at
The Goonies.
The Goonies. But of course, Everything Everywhere All at Once. He's gonna play Gary the Snake, a wanted reptile. Well, I don't know if I like that, but and also I don't know. It feels kind of racist to have the Asian guy be a snake, but I don't know. Hey, I can't.
Unless are you creating a stereotype?
No, I'm just saying, like, okay,
Which might be the title of the episode, creating a stereotype.
because of like various Asian what is the word?
Stereotypes.
No,
right?
yeah, stereotypes, but like people will associate certain things with Asians due to lore, et cetera,
Mhm.
and it's like snakes, tigers, probably something else I can't think of, but I don't know. I'm just curious if that I don't know, but
There's something that I want to say, but I don't want to get caught slipping and get canceled.
okay, say
I think
if
what,
it's terrible, I'll cut it out.
okay, I think what you're thinking of is that in the past, the stereotype that existed in the past, it's not a good stereotype,
Mhm.
but
Propaganda.
that it's propaganda that Asian individuals are sneaky.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
maybe you're associating sneakiness with a snake.
Yeah, because I just think about like things we've seen in the past over the course of the years, etc. Like I don't know. I feel like a snake, it would be like if the black person was a fucking raccoon or an ape.
Oh, did you know that you never watched the show on HBO show Animals with me, did you?
I watched some of it with you.
Okay, so a little bit behind the story. Each season, there's 3 seasons, and each season they get a rapper to come in and do like a music video.
Mhm.
Like one season was ASAP Ferg and ASAP Rocky as a bunch of deli cats.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
what's it all about? Meow. Like that was the song, right? So in season 2, they wanted to get Big Boy and Killer Mike on there.
Yeah.
And because the show takes place in New York, they wanted to initially like have them make a rap about raccoons. And then Killer Mike and Big Boy had to push back and was just like, there's no way that we're rapping as coons in this fucking show.
Yeah.
Make us foxes. So that's why they're rapping as foxes. I'll put it on after this.
But either way, I'm looking forward.
Which doesn't make sense because in New York there are no foxes. But
that's not true. We do have foxes, but they're not prevalent. They're not as
excuse me,
prevalent
we do.
Yeah, we do.
I'll talk to you about this later.
So.
Where are the foxes?
All around. What are you talking about?
All around.
They're
where?
in Long Island. They're in Prospect Park sometimes. They're upstate New York.
Foxes?
Yes.
Actual foxes.
Actual foxes. When I will say growing
I
up.
have never seen a fox, and I've lived here for a decade.
And I've lived here for 35 years.
And I lived near Prospect Park.
You're more than likely around here in Brooklyn. You're not going to necessarily see foxes. You're going to see raccoons, of course, and rats and cats and dogs, whatever. But like in more suburban areas or rural areas, you will see foxes. It's not unusual.
Well, the show takes place in New York City proper.
Well, I personally have never seen a rat. I've seen lots of rats. I've never seen a fox.
Yes.
In New York City.
And that was my point. That was initially my point. I'm not talking about Ron Konkoma.
You said New York.
I'm not talking about Ron Konkoma. Now we have to keep moving.
Live in Ron Konkoma.
We have to keep moving.
Anyway, Zootopia 2 comes out November 26, 2025. So look forward to that. Next year, it seems like we're gonna have a lot of.
In the next few years, it's gonna be sequel after sequel after sequel.
Because they never think of anything original.
Yeah.
So, all right. The next one. Did we say we were talking about?
Yeah. Frozen 3. So.
They didn't put out a trailer, but they did put out some concept art for Frozen 3. And it looks like it's going to hit theaters, they said, in 2027, which is like, what the fuck? That's that's 3 years away. Why are you telling me this now? Like, I feel like this should be.
We're going to have a whole nother president by then.
Hopefully. Oh, God, I hope so.
Well, I mean.
Well, not I hope so, but I hope.
Yeah, regardless of what the election does, it's gonna be a new president at some point,
and hopefully a president that will leave when they are voted out. And that does not have a vice president who may or may not fuck couches. And also, I did read today, after your cousin brought it up at the beach, I looked it up, that Trump was apparently calling Kamala a bitch a few times. So. That is another thing we have to think about. But yeah, I do hope that we have a presidency.
I don't think I have any drops for that.
What kind of drop could we even have for that? Like, there's nothing. It's an unprecedented event, which has been the last fucking 4 years of our lives. If I never hear the term,
actually, like the last 8 years, wouldn't it be the last 8 years? Because
if I never hear unprecedented times again. Like, because at this point, they're real precedented. They're precedented. Anyway,
everything is precedent.
We've been in a precedented space for quite some time.
That's gonna be the title of the episode.
So you're changing.
Everything is precedent.
When you're done with that, may I please have some more vodka and juice?
Sure.
All right. So along with the Frozen 2 or Frozen 3 that's coming on 2027, we're also getting a Frozen musical that's on live on stage. Samantha Barks is Elsa. I don't know who that is, but it's coming to Disney Plus in 2025. Curious how that's going to go. They also are doing a Hercules live
now. If any movie deserved a
live action,
it's Hercules.
Well, it looks like they're gonna.
Bless my soul, Hercules on a roll, Harrison of the week and every Caribbean bowl. What a pro, Hercules stop a show. Okay.
Yeah. Hero.
He's a hot shot. He's a hero. He was a kid with his act down pat. Zero to hero. No
Just
time.
like
Oh yeah. No, at no time flat. 0 to hero. Just like that.
if Amber, what's her name? Amber from Glee. Oh my God, why is her name escaping?
The actor?
Yeah, the actress Amber, but you know who she is.
Mhm.
Amber Riley. If she's not a
The
muse,
the black one?
yeah.
Yeah.
If she's not a muse, I'm suing. But this is, I think it's gonna be. They don't say exactly, but I think it's gonna be. It's on London's West End, so it's probably gonna be a musical. My mom,
yeah, it has to be a musical.
My mom took me to see Hercules on Ice when I was 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I get really sad about, with because I've told you about like us, our house situation.
Yes.
And that one of the things that I'm really sad about is that I had one of the like booklets from like she bought me.
Yeah.
And this booklet, like I used to look at it. I would put it back in its bag, hold it up, put it in my closet, like it was my like a thing because I just loved Hercules so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very sad that I don't still have that.
Oh. They're there.
Yeah, I know. But,
do we both have T-shirts on with my name on it?
Yes, we do.
Okay, and
Do
it
you
just
see what mine says?
yeah. I do you see what mine says? Yeah.
So,
And it's a if I'm trying to distance myself from my name, it's hard when there's a shirt with my actual
multiples.
government name on there.
Anyway, people know who you are.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. We were talking about Hercules, and I
Yeah.
just forgot. All right, next one is Star Wars and Friends.
Yes, there are various Star Wars projects coming down the pipeline. Where do you want to begin?
Let's watch the video for Star Wars Skeleton Crew when I can get it up, because for some reason the YouTube videos don't want to come up when I'm selecting them. Oh, we gotta finish watching House of Dragon.
Oh yeah, we do.
All right, here we go. Star Wars, and this is official.
Yeah,
From Star Wars.
Yeah, it's from Star Wars, so you know it's official.
All right. Okay, here we are. Little child in bed looking up at their important things.
Will set the course of your entire future.
Oh, is that a Yoda? Is that a little Yoda?
A little Yoda, a Grogu.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh.
that's
John Favreau is a producer.
Mhm.
I really like the Star Wars universe for the sake of that, for the reason that they have various different types of people and like
people and aliens and stuff. Yeah.
and they're living in a society like together as like it's like a normal thing.
Yeah.
I've never now a Skeleton Crew, is that something that is new,
It's not. It's a
or-
new property.
Okay.
It's not a known thing. Wait. So the Skeleton Crew is a bunch of kids.
So the kid. Okay.
Wait a minute.
What it seems like to me
Hold
is
on.
the kids get on a ship and accidentally blast off into space.
This is the plot of Star Trek Prodigy.
Oh, I haven't watched that. Is that the movie?
No,
Or the show?
it's an animated Star Trek film.
Oh, I know which one.
It's
you're
where a
talking about. I
bunch of
haven't watched it
kids and
yet.
aliens
Yes, yes. Hey,
get on a
listen,
ship.
Nothing is new. There's
Well, this bums me out.
Who's that? Oh, it's Jude Law.
Okay, who's he supposed to be?
It's coming. It starts streaming on December 3rd. I'm gonna watch it.
God,
I'm
damn
gonna
it.
watch
I'm
it.
gonna watch it too.
I still need to watch.
But these
Astro
kid
Light.
actors,
They're cute.
they better be leaning more towards the Stranger Things aspect of
Yeah.
kid acting and not
Well, it comes
some of these
out
other kid actors.
December 3rd of this year, so that looks good. And then they also had.
That's not fair. Kid actors are doing their best.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like, what else are you supposed to do as a freaking child actor? But like, child actors are never the best. It's more frustrating to me to watch adult actors who seem to be just the shittiest, like overacting constantly. It's like, can you do better? Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand why you're such a terrible, like, why this is so bad for you.
Now, this is probably not a real trailer because it is not on the official Star
It's
Wars.
not, but it's called Darth Trailer, so I'm gonna Look,
This
people are
is-
commenting that. Oh, it's a no. Never mind. People are commenting it's a conceptual trailer. Do you have a picture of it? Of the Andor 2?
Of Andor 2, yes.
Okay.
Andor season 2.
So they have a picture on from Star Wars. So I guess the footage, they said there's the footage, but I think it's just more so the picture of the.
It's like concept
city.
art.
Yeah.
It's concept art.
So it says Diego Luna will be, of course, in the show again. It takes place over a 4-year timeline, will involve appearance from Cassian Andor's droid companion, K2SO, and the Empire's aspirational director, Krennic. I really liked Andor.
I loved Andor.
I thought it was really
Andor
good.
was so good.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. So I'm looking forward
and
to
it's
watching
weird
it.
that, like,
And
no,
even though it was like
it's not weird.
darker.
Yeah, it was a darker tone.
I liked it. It was more adult.
Yeah. Star Wars is not just a property that should be marketed towards kids.
Of
It
course.
should be marketed towards
Because
like all ages.
The first Star
and
Wars
can totally tell mature stories.
The first Star Wars movies were not geared towards children. They were geared towards adults. The amount of it, like when you look back at those old videos of people lining up to go see it, all very adult, like older teens, etc. So I feel like people. One thing about like fantasy, sci-fi,
I love how you say adult, by the way. How you say it like a belt. It's adult.
The way that they try to market it now, it's to me the way that it's the propaganda and stereotype around fantasy and sci-fi, as if only people who enjoy series where it's very like imaginative and different is our children, which is not true. Like sci-fi has always been a huge thing in culture, whether it was movies, media, like what's it called, H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds. People thought that it was a real thing. Like there's nothing wrong with being an adult and loving sci-fi fantasy.
Sure.
And I don't think that we should pigeonhole any series to being childlike or for kids. But
yeah, sure.
I'm definitely looking forward
just like
to
we shouldn't pigeonhole animation for kids
because there's a
like,
lot of animation.
There's a
that's not for
wide
kids.
range of stories that are not just geared towards kids.
Exactly.
And that's why I like anime.
And there's so many things, whether it's anime or just animated shows that
or like Western animation.
Yeah, like Western animation that can tell stories in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like even like Inside Out, fucking weeping at that movie. I'm a whole grown ass adult, and that movie, like, yes, it's geared towards kids, but like I loved it. It touched me. Like I can't wait to watch it again. I can't wait to get it on Disney Plus so that I can watch it over and over again and cry.
Sure.
So I'm curious to see what Andor comes out with, and then the other one that they debuted or they showed some footage of was for the Mandalorian and Grogu, which is coming out as well in 2026. Wow. So there's not much known about it, but they're filming it. But they did have Grogu in a full suit of Mandalorian Beskar armor, AT-ATs, and a planet that looks an awful lot like Hoth. So it's coming to it's coming to theaters.
Yeah, it's a movie.
I didn't realize it was a movie. I thought it was a streaming show. Okay,
no,
it's
gonna wrap up the entire Mando verse.
Oh, okay. So it's coming out May 22nd, 2026.
And it might have some crossover with Ahsoka, which
I haven't
just
finished.
fine.
I only watched a few episodes.
Just fine,
but I still need to watch Acolyte, which I know you've been feeling some type of way about. But I want to watch it because I feel like people have been shitting on it mainly because it's a woman-led, people of color-led show, and so I do not trust what anyone says about these shows until I watch them, because a lot of times the reason why they're saying they're shitty or they're bad is because they're just not there. They are not seeing themselves in the film, and I will not allow incels to dictate what I watch.
Sure.
There's also Ironheart's coming out. It's going to be coming out in 2025. Now, it's an original series, so that means it's going to come out on Disney Plus. So that will be featuring Riri Williams, who we saw in Wakanda, Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever.
Mm-hmm.
There's a supervillain played by Anthony Ramos from Hamilton fame. So I'm curious about that. And then,
He's a supervillain?
mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Anthony Ramos is a supervillain. That's going to be interesting.
I'm curious about that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What other ones? Oh, now one that I'm very excited about is Freaky Friday 2.
Which I think is going to be called Freakier Friday.
Yes, it will. The pair, so Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis reunited on stage to show off the long-awaited film's new title. Some pictures from the film, which looks very cute. And it says that Lohan and Curtis tamper with powers beyond their control once again with Freakier Fridays, which is coming out in 2025. Or Freakier Friday, which is coming out in 2025. Which I'm
now, is that
going
to be a movie or is that going to go straight to Disney Plus?
It
Or it doesn't
going to be
say.
a movie.
Okay.
It doesn't say, but I think it's going to be a movie.
Okay.
I don't think they would pass up the chance to have the
You say that,
millennials.
but what about Hocus Pocus 2?
But that was only because of the pandemic. I feel
We
like.
were out of the pandemic. This
But
was
they had
last
already-
year.
But weren't they shooting it during the pandemic?
They were probably shooting it during the pandemic, but we were out of the pandemic. They could have had so many movies got shot during the pandemic that then got released in theaters.
No, that's true. Then next one is Lilo and Stitch.
Yes, Lilo and Stitch live action remake.
Now for the video that they had, it was literally just Stitch papping through like the Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah,
video.
they have a CGI Stitch.
Now I'm gonna say this CGI Stitch looks fucking horrifying. I'm scared. I'm scared of this Stitch. And so I'm curious of what kids are gonna think about it because I am scared.
Now, quick question. Do you think that obviously because Lilo and her sister were like, what, 10 years old and like in her 20s or
Probably
something like
10
that?
and 20.
Okay, so they're not going to get Jennifer Lopez.
Oh God. I
Because
hope
she
not.
was the voice of the sister.
Yeah, but we have so many new people. Please do not. Please don't. And
Okay.
don't de-age her to get her in this fucking movie because that would be weird.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Well, the Lilo and Stitch is coming out summer 2025, which I'm looking forward to. But I will say this fucking Stitch looks scary to me. And now I'm thinking about what about all the other like aliens in this movie? Like it could go various ways.
This next one is ridiculous with how much they've overhauled the shit just to get this thing out.
Yeah, it's true. And then now
They've just after okay, a little bit of context and a little bit of backstory. It was originally called Snow White and the 7 Magical Creatures.
Yes.
Then it was Snow White and the 7 Dwarves,
Yeah.
but the dwarves were CGI.
And that wasn't people didn't like that.
Now it's just straight up Snow White. And I actually watched the trailer before this. You can play it still, but look in this fucking trailer. They do everything that they can to avoid showing these goddamn dwarves in this fucking trailer to the point with when you think of this, when you think of Snow White, what song comes to mind?
Oh God. What's the one where they're dancing? They're like the dwarfs are dancing like
Oh, really?
that song. Do, 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 do,
Whistle
do.
While You Work?
You work. But first, honestly, people were talking about how they didn't realize that Whistle While You Work was not originally a Ying Yang Twin song.
Yeah.
Which is my favorite type of cultural appropriation.
Yes. Yes. Whistle While You Twerk was originally based off of the Whistle
Gal
While You Work
Gadot
song.
is the hey, this is gonna
Is
be
she?
this is gonna be she's the evil queen.
Oh, okay.
An evil woman who is trying to murder children and steal their land, right up her alley. So,
All right.
She was really able to lean into this one.
See, and at no point do they show you.
We only see shadows
of these pivotal
So-
characters in this movie.
One thing that I recall about Snow White was that little people were pushing back against because historically in film and media, little people's roles have been these like fantasy characters, etc. So they were pushing back on how they were being portrayed. And that is what caused the change.
Well, what ended a little bit of backstory? It was actually Peter Dinklage on Mark Maron, and what he said was he was talking about how he brought up the Snow White, and he was talking about how they're being portrayed, not that they are being portrayed, which was why Disney took that and was like, well, instead of dwarves, we're gonna completely remove dwarves from the
Which
movie
that's not
and
the
have
thing.
7 magical creatures.
That's not
Which
how you do
then
it.
created an uproar because it's like, this is these were 7 jobs that could have been given to little people, and then they overhauled that and it was like, well, we'll make them CGI.
Which is like, why would they be CGI? That's like, instead of if a black person gets mad about how they're being portrayed in a movie, well, we'll just
CGI
create
it.
a fucking
I don't know. We're doing pretty
black
good.
Person.
If I don't know if you've seen My Dad is a space bounty hunter, but we're doing pretty good at African American hair.
Well, speaking of black people in movies, we haven't. The last one we're going to talk about is Mufasa.
Mufasa.
So, Mufasa is getting his own movie.
Yeah, we talked about this on another episode, not too long ago.
So, it seems like Rafiki is telling a story to probably Simba's child. Oh, what's his name? Seth Rogen's back in this one.
Yeah.
Mufasa and the prince who would come to be known as Scar.
So this trailer I watched it the other day, and I was like, I never realized that Mufasa and Scar were not blood brothers. Also, Scar's real name is Taka. So Mufasa goes from being this orphaned lion to becoming the king. So now I definitely understand why Scar had a fucking bone to pick with him. Because how do I invite you into my home and then you steal my kingdom?
Hold on. So this movie is gonna be about how Mufasa brings Scar into his family?
No, it's how Scar brings Mufasa into his family. Because Mufasa is an orphan.
I thought it was that Scar was the orphan.
No, Scar is Taka. And then he fought, somehow Mufasa's lost when he's a cub. He meets Taka, and then this is the story of how he becomes king. But I'm very curious now. I'm very curious how this happens.
Okay, time out. Rewind that real quick.
What?
Because they literally had the fucking lion say the Lion King. No, not that far.
Okay.
Right here.
Yeah.
And he looks at the camera. He says Lion King and looks at the goddamn camera. Oh, fuck you.
They have to do that in the trailer.
They have to do.
Every time I watch a movie, I'm waiting for them to say the name of the movie in there.
If you don't get out of here.
Well, Zazzy's
Avatar,
in there.
Way of Water.
But I'm very curious how Mufasa becomes king and how Scar becomes Car. Because especially if he's not from the bloodline. But that doesn't really that doesn't look to me as Scar, because Scar was dark brown and then he had the scar across his eye.
Well, none of these look like the fucking characters. These look like actual lines.
Yes, but I'm just saying, could they not have picked a darker brown line?
Oh, Matt, of course, written original songs by Lin-Manuel Miranda,
all the songs
the
from
only
Hamilton,
composer in the fucking world who exists.
all the songs from Hamilton and Moana and fucking what was the movie? Did he do Encanto as well?
Yes, he did.
So just imagine
You
all
couldn't
that,
tell
but
from
Mufasa.
we don't talk about Bruno with the multiple fucking people singing over each other.
Well, Mufasa's coming out this December 2024. I will watch it because Blue Ivy is playing a character here. I don't know which one. I don't remember which one, but I'm gonna watch it. But I'm curious. I want to see, how does Mufasa become king and how does Scar become Scar? So this is a good origin story. I'm looking forward to it. And it's gonna, I feel like Disney's,
I hope in 10 years they animate this story. And like actual 2D animation.
I love 2D animation. I have said this before.
You were about to say animation.
Yeah, I was. I've said this before, but my favorite timeline of movies, the way that they were shot, is like late 90s, early 2000s. Because after that, they started getting really HD and weird. And I do not like the way that new movies and TV shows are shot. Because it looks...
Oh, yeah.
too
Around
real.
that time, they started looking like PlayStation 2 cutaway scenes.
And like soap operas.
Yeah.
And now, especially with the whole POV, like I don't need it to be POV. Like it's a movie. Like it doesn't need to be POV. Everything doesn't have to look like a fucking video game. But either way, that was what we wanted to talk about from D23.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna watch all of these. Like it doesn't matter. Majority of these movies, movies and shows, I'm gonna watch them, whether or not I think they're gonna be great or not. Mostly just to see like what they are, and that's what Disney does.
And maybe for some of these we'll come back and do our watch out now for them.
Yes,
because that would be, we got to crank out this content.
Listen,
we're a content farm.
Look at Disney. We gotta do it.
We have to.
We gotta have a sequel.
We didn't even talk about Daredevil. We ain't talk about a bunch of shit. But like
David Blaine has a fucking show on here, which is like, what?
Fucking,
what are you even doing?
Fucking hoppers and fucking
hoppers and poppers.
Hoppers and poppers. Yes.
Agatha all along. Percy
along.
Jackson, but I have not watched Percy Jackson season 1.
And I won't. I won't watch Percy Jackson.
I did like the Percy Jackson movies. I've never read the books, but I did.
And the Lightning Thief?
Yeah, I liked it.
I heard it wasn't true to the story.
It might not have been, but I hadn't read the book, so it wasn't like I didn't have that, like the frustration I had with Harry Potter. I never had it with Percy Jackson because I hadn't read the books.
Okay, fair enough.
Tron, Ares, which I will say I saw the first Tron and I did not like it, so hopefully that one's better.
Wait, the original Tron,
the
1980s?
No,
one?
the reboot.
Tron Legacy.
Yeah, Tron Legacy. I didn't like that one.
Oh,
Tron,
really?
the first one, I liked it.
Okay. I thought Tron Legacy was okay.
I fell asleep in Tron Legacy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, it is pretty slow.
So
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but anyhow, we should probably wrap up.
Yes. So we will be back with another episode at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This week, next week, we're going on a vacation, so we're gonna try to get one more episode in, so we can get something out for you.
Yes, we're gonna. Here's what I want to lay out. The week we're about to have, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, go to a baby shower.
Yep.
Monday, try to record another episode.
Yep.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, edit this episode to put out on Friday.
Yep.
And also maybe try to edit the other episode because let's be real,
actually,
you're not editing shit on the fucking vacation.
One of the days,
there's no way. Even if I buy the internet package, you're not doing it.
One of the days throughout that week, we're also going to be possibly recording an episode, unless we record the episode tomorrow.
Oh, I already said that.
Oh, you said that already. Okay.
Yeah, I said Monday we're gonna try to record another episode.
I am not opposed to editing on vacation, but
You're
Like-
not doing it.
why do you say I'm not doing it?
Because like there's gonna be 3 days of the cruise where we're gonna be at sea, which means we're not landing anywhere,
Yeah,
right?
so there's lots of time.
Yeah, no, I know there's lots of time, but okay. All right. I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying ayo, and let go.
Anyway, you will see us when you see us.
Yes.
But don't forget to like follow, subscribe, share with your friends, and all those things.
Mm-hmm. Take it
And-
easy.
and-
Keep it okay.
I
No.
don't know.
What were you about to say?
I was saying thank you for sticking with us to 118 episodes.
Yeah.
That's
This is dope. Until next time, take it easy, keep it sleazy, and we'll be back with more of the podcast.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to the show. If you'd like to contact the podcast, you can reach us via email at blackandsnerdypodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on Instagram and TikTok at Black and Snurdy Podcast, as well as on Twitter at Black and Snurdy. You can find me, Maurice, on all social media under the handle Licorish is Legit. That's LICORISH is legit.
And you can find me on Instagram. It's ThatsOD, and on Twitter, THATSOD_E. And don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe to us. Tune in next time to the Black and Sturdy Podcast, where nerds of a feather flock together.
Remember?
Bye.
Boy.
Not yet. Not yet.
No, this is keeping it. We're keeping this in. Don't forget to take your meds and your subs and drink water. Bye.
Bye.
I actually want to keep that.